Hey everybody, I'm Chef Bruce Brown from Bruce's Fabulous Foods in Marion, North Carolina. Got my faithful assistant Lindsay here helping me today with my favorite autumn dessert, caramel apple bread pudding.
Sounds delicious.
This stuff is so good and it's easy to make, something you can do at home. Now I started off with a 20-ounce loaf of bread, just a simple loaf, white bread, and I cubed it up into large cubes. Now if Lindsay will notice here, I've actually toasted the bread first. So what I cubed it, put it on a baking sheet, popped it in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes, stirred it once in the middle just to make sure they get browned all over.
Like croutons.
Like croutons, exactly. Lindsay is slicing and coring 5 apples for me over here. I'm using 3 Granny Smith and 2 Pink Lady. I like using a mixture of apples. So while she's taking care of the apples, she'll put them into the bread. I'm gonna make the custard. Now, bread pudding is basically a custard-based dish. And a custard is eggs and dairy. So I've got 8 eggs in my mixing bowl. I've got a cup of sugar. To this, I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of cinnamon, about a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. A lot of people wonder why cream of tartar. It's a leavening agent. It will help keep the whole dish fluffy and kind of rise up a little, and so it's not real dense and heavy. I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. You have a little bit more, not too bad. And if you'd rather have a caramel flavoring in this instead of vanilla, do that also. Then my secret ingredient, the one that I absolutely love, I was telling this to Lindsay, I love fresh ground nutmeg. I don't use pre-ground nutmeg. I'm gonna go on ahead and grind this nutmeg into this. Now here's the funny thing I said, now nutmeg, a lot of people don't realize, is readily available at every Ingles. You can find it in the little glass jar just like this, but use whole nutmeg instead of pre-ground nutmeg. It makes a world of difference. To this, to the eggs and the spices, I'm gonna add about 3 cups of whole milk. That looks about 3 cups there. If we need more, we can always add a little bit more. And 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Get out the old, what my friends call my motorboat, but my immersion blender. Whip together.
What if we don't have an immersion blender?
You can whisk it together. Okay. Just make sure you get all the egg yolks put all the way through. Lindsay, if you wouldn't mind, pop about half that bag of chopped up walnuts into there for me. About half, and save half for the top of the dish afterwards.
Like that?
That looks good. Stir this all up together, just like this. And now the good thing is, have your pan ready, lightly sprayed, and what you do is let this sit covered in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes and soaked up all the good custard. 350-degree oven for 45 minutes, covered, and then uncovered for another 5 to 10 just to brown it up on top. And you end up with a dessert that looks just like that.
Yum.
Nice and browned.
Oh my goodness.
Caramel sauce all over the top. What more could you ask? That wraps things up for me today. I hope you'll all enjoy this delicious caramel apple bread pudding with all the flavors of the season. McCormick, thanks for helping me spice things up. I'll see you guys real soon.